in the game.
He's bad news, yeah, that's all anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like to cut loose, too. You might think I chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium. USAA, an official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you were a player, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
Headed out right. That's completed right side. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing now on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. He gets 22 out of that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready. Crack all 80. Ready.
Johnson up the middle. Middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because
he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reichard set to kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Good work so far. He's got room. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing the out route, complete. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
That's good for a couple of yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10, here's Hurts. It's a big strike to Hill. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down. From the red zone now. Waller with the catch. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Throw is caught. And the stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
A play fake, now Hurts to throw. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New York to the line. 1st and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Looking in the air here. Chased out to his right. Jump off caught by his back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now an inside give to Johnson. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And he even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
It's Johnson on second down. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Well, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All set now. First and 10. He'll work against the blitz. Going with the screen to Johnson. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10. Here he is to throw. That one's complete to Chimere DK. And he's going to be touched down right at the line, so no gain on the play. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Throw here, third down. Caught quickly on the slant. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Brock as they force this fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Look at that power. Deep left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Brought in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal. Hurts throwing again. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
19 Lions.
Back to throw on first and 10. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. The Jets take their first time out. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Back to throw. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the
Pass play on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Dropping this underneath. Johnson. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. One last play before the break.
Ready. Bronco 80.
One final shot before the half. A massive shot towards the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Will Reichard.
Here's Reichard, set to kick this away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey, 73.
Back to throw, Hurts. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Right back to Hill. This is caught. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick
So
off.
following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Loss of 12 yards. It's 2nd down.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Find Johnson out of the backfield. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
A pickup of 18 yards. It's now 3rd down.
60 Maverick.
Throwing now off the play action. Buying some time right. For the sideline, and he locates Johnson. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Here's the snap on 4th. That's caught beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for the Jets.
Back now, pressure coming. Dumps it off to his running back. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16.
Sticking to the air here. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Ready, set,
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
down.
Tight end going in motion here.
Panther 60, Panthers cut up.
3rd and long for him here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They'll throw for it. He rolls to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
This time not able to get it to him. He's been a favorite target on this drive, but incomplete there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Jets. First down.
They go play action on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Second and 6 coming up here. They are throwing it again. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action.
Let's go. Let's go. Hot. Drop it.
He has it on the QB sneak. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll go play action. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets now within 1 score in the 4th. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end. That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Hurts. Connects on the crosser. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Complete to number 83, Darren Waller.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second.
Ravens feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. 2nd and 3 now. Right up the gut. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw it. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Baltimore.
There's a dive up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Ball carrier.
Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Second and
They're
7.
going to pass it here. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! Jerome Baker has it! And the Jets have some new life in the 4th!
Intercepted. The Jets take over first and 10.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And it's Johnson with another one. And he's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
And the Jets, first down.
He'll look to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
For Chris Johnson.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make them pay and punish him there physically.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Holding left side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
First down. First
Back
and
to throw.
45-yard line.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Nearing the last half minute of play. Now 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing now. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Hits him on the out route. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first. New set of downs for him from the 31.
31-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing it again here. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
A gain of 22 more yards.
Hurry.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that.